Time starting. What's the change been perhaps in training over the week once it became apparent that you would be starting this week?
What was the change in terms of what?
In terms of how you and Manu obviously both excellent. Slightly different.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, we look to play to each person's strengths, and depending on the game plan, that might change each week. But nothing's really changed for me in terms of how I've prepared. A few plays that are different or anything like that, but it's the same old thing, week in, week out.
Willie Hines starting at 9. Tell me a bit about what Willie has brought to the squad since he's been involved.
A lot of experience. He's an old fella, but no, he's a great player, great leader. He bosses the big boys around well, and he gets us backs flowing. See space, he likes to play like good attacking rugby.
Talking of flowing backs, obviously Paris was a tough environment to try and do that. I suspect Murrayfield might be the same. It is hard, isn't it, to try and get that kind of ball and to try and get that flow into an away Six Nations match, I presume.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, like any game. But sort of we're used to not the best conditions. Obviously, out in Japan, it was so humid and the ball was wet. Obviously, last weekend it was wet as well. But we practiced those conditions and we're prepared for it. And this week we'll be prepared to go if we need to.
What's the broader resolution in the camp like? I'm sure you're so committed and so desperate to fight back after what happened last week. Just talk me through how the squad is mentally.
So we're in a good place. Setbacks, they come and go. It's how you react to them. It's how you bounce back. And like I said before, we're just excited about this challenge. We're really excited to get up there and get stuck into them.
One thing that's been mentioned before is England evolving a game plan during a game. We've seen some real positives the first couple of years under Eddie there. Obviously lots of positives at the World Cup. How is that work going on reacting on the hoof in game when perhaps things are getting away from England?
That's obviously an ongoing thing we're looking to improve. Never going to be the finished article. It's something that you've got to keep striving to get better at. And yeah, it's about adapting as you said, on the move. Seeing what's on, seeing what's not on, and being able to call the right things at the right time.
And back to the game itself to finish for a couple of moments, if we can. The Scotland team not far away from beating Ireland in their first match. What do you make of them as they continue to kind of grow under Greg Townsend?
Yeah, they're a good side, but I think for us the focus is all on us, and I think if we get our bits right, we're prepared very well. I don't think we need to worry too much about them. I think it's if we get our stuff right, I believe we'll put in a good performance. And
Murrayfield played there a couple of times before, am I right in saying? Tell me about that as an environment to go out and play.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. Great stadium, great place to play. Again, all I can say is just excited to get out there and put a good performance.
And whatever shenanigans may go on in the press, perhaps between the teams in the build-up as per a couple of years ago, is it a case of leaving all that to one side and being as driven and focused on the task in hand as possible?
Yeah, I think everyone prepares differently. Some people might use that as motivation, others might just not even bother reading any of it. I'm one of those that don't really read any of it. Thank you very much.
JJ, can you put your finger on what went wrong last week in that first half? Obviously you started on the bench and came straight on into the fray. Why do you think England was so slow in that first half?
I don't think we were particularly that slow. I think we didn't actually start that badly the first sort of 10 minutes. I'd say we were on top. We didn't quite convert some of our chances. We got into their 22 so many times, I think 14 times, and we didn't convert as much as them. I think they only got into ours sort of 3-4 times. I'm not going to make excuses, but that's just the way the game goes sometimes. You get lucky bounces, you get things that come off you. But like we said before, being able to adapt, change the game plan if things aren't quite working, if they're getting the rub of the green, you've got to be able to adapt and play maybe a more structured game. Something we've looked at, and obviously the second half was much better, but by then it was slightly too late.
I mean, there are lots of theories like banded around after the loss, World Cup hangover, etc. I mean, has it been hard to kind of get going again after everything that happened over in Japan?
No, I wouldn't say so at all. Not, I mean, on a personal level, I've not felt that. I felt we've come in and I felt we've started really strong again in terms of the prep that we had, the training that we did. Everyone's on the same page. We're bonding very well off the field as well, and you know, some days you're going to have off games, but we'll rectify that this week and, you know, put a good performance in.
And England haven't won, I think, 5 of the last 7 away games in Six Nations. I mean, it's high time that changes this week, isn't it, to get kind of the show back on the road and get back into contention in the Six Nations.
Yeah, quite right. It's sort of do or die, isn't it, for us? It's a must-win game. Do you not like that one?
I'm just listening, brother.
Yeah. No, we've got to go out there and ultimately, yeah, get the win. If we don't, that's the Six Nations done for us. So yeah.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Serious?
Guys.
Anyone want to talk to Ellis? Oh, okay, fair enough. Ellis, cheers for the support.
I wouldn't have given you such a long one otherwise. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
What's the point of that? Finger them in it. Can we put him?